Welcome back everybody, I'm theKusari, and today I will be answering another round of questions for q4Kusari, my series where you ask me basically any question you wish, whether it be a small time generic question, all the way to a screwed up, grotesque, disgusting question that I have to decide between screwing someone or cutting my own balls off to do something else. Which basically sums up the last round of questions. So, I've got a few questions here that I am going to go through, a few meaning all of them. I didn't get that many this time, but hopefully next time I'm going to get a lot, and hopefully next round will be a very broad selection of questions for me to answer. So, we'll just jump straight into it. What you're seeing in the background is me playing SSX on my favorite track, Serenity, in the Himalayas, I believe. So yeah, I try to beat my own high score, but you can enjoy that while I delve into this. So, we've got Mr. Glorified Cake. He asks 4 questions, one of which is extremely long, like a scenario sort of thing, but 3 of which we'll go through and we'll answer the 4th one just a bit later. So the first one is, name the most terrifying moment of your life so far. I spent 20 minutes just sitting here, trying to think up of the worst moment in my life that's the most terrifying. I really can't. So, the most terrifying moment would be maybe when I was, let's say, in the shower, and I kinda knocked, one of the razors, or something like that, off a shelf. It landed on my foot, and coincidentally, all 3 of the blades on the razor hit my toe, so it was like 3 cuts, and it started, bleeding, but I panicked like all hell because it basically turned all the water into red, and I thought I was pulsing out with blood out of my toe, which scared the fucking shit out of me. But, I got out and whatnot, and it was just like bleeding minutely. It was like bleeding like it was nothing there, so yeah, that scared the shit out of me, but aside from that, I can't really remember, like, anything that's really that terrifying. I haven't experienced much throughout my life, so I really can't answer that, aside from that scenario, which was really scary. So, what vegetable do you most resemble? Again, from Mr. Glorified Cake. What vegetable? I'm going to say, vegetable. Maybe a potato. A potato, yeah. I'm just going to answer it with a potato. The next question is, what is the strangest thing you've ever eaten? I think it would be getting a slice of bread, toasting it, and then putting tomato sauce on it, like in a puddle in the center of it, getting a slice of cheese, putting it on top of that, and then microwaving it for like 20 seconds and then eating that. It's like a layer of melted cheese on top of tomato sauce. It's a godsend. It's absolutely delicious. But to other people that I've said that to, they think it's really weird. So yeah, we are going to just jump through and answer the rest of these questions, and then we'll bounce back to Mr. Glorified Cake's rather interesting scenario that he's given me. So, Jane Ross says, I'm just a random here and came here to look at the comments, and I have this to say. Chicken butt. That is all. Well, kudos to you, sir. Jane Ross, well done. You're welcome, man. Thanks for leaving a comment. Even though it's not a question or a scenario of sorts, but still, your contribution is sufficient enough, and I thank you for it. Jagurio? I cannot pronounce your name. I'm sorry, but it's trouble for me. I'm sorry, but he says, seduce me. Now, isn't my voice enough for me to do that? I know, I'm not that guy, but I can't really do it through me speaking or through me in YouTube ways to try do stuff to you, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen whatsoever. So, we'll jump down to Calignos, I don't know how you pronounce it, so I'm just gonna go with that. He asks, you have a barbed wire, a toy dinosaur, a piece of bark, and an acoustic guitar. Out of a rating between 1 and 10, what is your password? Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D. The most complicated password in the entirety of the history of the internet. That is what I use. I kind of used one of those password generators, and that's what I got, and I'm thinking that that is, you know, secure enough, so that's what I use. So there you go, Kalignos. There's my password. Commander Melissa once again asks a question. 2 questions, actually. But one of which is, you know, again, from last episode, the same one, but this one I'll have a go at answering. So, would you rather have Cheetos fingers for the rest of your life, or have popcorn, a popcorn kernel stuck in the back of your throat for the rest of your life? So it's basically, I can eat myself, or I'm choking myself for the rest of my life. Well, I want to use my hands for stuff. I don't want... Can I feel can I feel with my fingers if they're Cheetos? If so, then I'll go with the Cheetos fingers. But, in saying so, I think they'll crumble easily because, you know, they're chips, they're Cheetos, whatever. But the popcorn kernel stuck in the back of my throat, so I'll be choking. And I'll be coughing, and I'll be, like, constantly being, like, vocal-ish type disgusting deal everywhere. So I think I'll just go with the Cheetos fingers. I think that's the best bet. Clockmar asks a question. The bloody chicken. What do you want? He asks, what is your bank pin? I'm sorry, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Not really. That's stupid. It's nowhere even close to that whatsoever, but that's my answer. I'm not going to give you my bank pin, screw you. Alright, so Commander Melissa, the second question is, what do you think of that cool Melissa chick? Thumbs up to Melissa. Just thumbs up everywhere. She loves Rooster Teeth, I love Rooster Teeth. We watch her podcasts, we talk about them, and we talk about Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth in general together, and it is awesome. So, second last question by Elissa Serena. She asks, what are your future aspirations? Well, what I want to do, considering I'm doing a course in screen and media, so I'm learning how to design and create things and video edit and do some sort of special effects type deal, I want to be in a team where they create and produce and design content for both TV and for web. And for movies and whatnot, whatever that falls under. But yeah, I want to... that's my dream, that's what I want to do. More so on the video editing special effects side. I can't do the whole drawing and designing in like the Photoshop and Illustrator side, but I can use that stuff and make something in After Effects or Premiere out of it. So yeah, that's what I want to do. So hopefully that answers your question, Alyssa, and hopefully that was sufficient enough. So back to Mr. Glorified Cake with his rather screwed up scenario. The children next door are being brutally raped and tortured for popcorn twists. The neighbor offers you some of the twists, a new car, and a child to molest all by yourself. You may accept this offer and receive the new car, child, and popcorn twists, or you could save the children and be rewarded $14,000, but you are forced to remove one testicle, one finger, one toe, 1/3 of your right thigh, and be known as the man who bought 19 flashlights and sold them to use on Craigslist. You're making one side sound way worse than the other side. It's basically like... Wait, hold a second, so let me keep reading. If you receive the child, you're forced to rape her, in your case him. Ugh, yuck. For every night for 6 months. No one will ever know, but you'll have this image burned into your mind forever. If you choose to save the children, you must do so within 10 minutes of taking a shower. You must not dry off or put clothes on. Ooh, okay. Right, so... So it's either I have a child to molest, or I do stuff, or I save them, get some money, but there's a whiplash to that. I think I'll go with molesting the child, I guess. That's a really screwed up scenario there, Mr. Glorified Cake. Kudos to you for that, but still, it's kind of difficult to pick between equally bad things, especially when one's even worse, but still the lesser worse one's still pretty bad. So, yep. There you go. I'll go with the first scenario. I'll go with the first option. Thank you. So that's about it for Questions for Kusari Round 2. If you'd like to leave a question, please leave one below in the comment section. Like the video and subscribe to stay updated for gaming videos and the next round, round 3 of Questions for Kusari. Probably by this time the gameplay is already finished up and I've probably stuck something else in, but yeah, I shall see you guys later. Goodbye.